How's it going? I got a new tablet, so let's see how this video turns out. Today is Wednesday, September 25th, 2024. I'm looking at Rogers Hornsby's 1923 season. So far, I've covered his career from 1915 through 1923. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. His ninth season. How did he do in 1923? Well, the two previous years, 1921 and 22, he played 154 games, played every game, had over close to 600 at-bats each year. 1923, only 107 games. I don't know what happened. He must have got injured. About in the middle of the season and then toward the end of the season, he missed a lot of games. So 107 he played, 424 at-bats. That's pretty good for 107 games. It's like four at-bats per game. 89 runs scored, 163 hits. You know, the year before, he had 250. So 163, by missing 50 games, let's say he gets a hit a game, he could have been over 200 hits if he had played every game that year, but he didn't. So 32 doubles, 10 triples, 17 homers, 83 RBI, 3 stolen bases, 65 walks, 384 batting average. How about that? So listen to this. For the last 4 years, his batting average has been incredible. 1920, 370. 1921, 397. 1922, 401. He breaks it. First time, 400. And in 1923, 384. What a stretch he's going through. This guy's a really good hitter. 459 on base, 627 slugging, 266 total bases. He had a 20-game hitting streak, 54 multi-hit games, 31 two-hit games, 16 three-hit games, 2 4-hit games, had 1 5-hit game. And that's the second time he has a 5-hit game in his career. 18 games, 2 runs scored, 3 games, 3 runs scored, 1 game, 4 runs scored. He had 9 games of 2 RBI, 5 games, 3 RBIs, 2 games, 4 RBIs, and he had 3 5 RBI games. So Rogers Hornsby's 1923 season, a little off on the games played, 107, but he maintains a 384 batting average with 424 at-bats. I've mentioned it in my other videos. I'm going to mention it again right now. Roger Hornsby is the second greatest hitter of all time, behind Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb beats him because of the 366 career average, batting average, and the 4,189 hits. But Roger Hornsby, 358 career in 23 years, about 2,200 games. He had 2,930 career hits. I'm going to put him down right now as the second greatest hitter of all time. Different from the greatest baseball player of all time. 2 distinctions. I've got Ruth, the greatest baseball player of all time, because of his all-around accomplishments and what he did in such a short period of time. Remember, he pitched 6 years. But still got over 700 homers, 2,000 RBIs, 342 career batting average, 2,800 hits. Among the other things he did. I've got Lou Gehrig, number 2 greatest baseball player of all time. You may argue with me on that. He played 17 years, but the consecutive game streak, 340 career average, 493 homers, but he had 1,995 RBIs in 17 years. Some of the other players who surpassed the 2,000 RBI mark played 22 years, 23 years. Case of Aaron has 2,200 RBIs, and Ruth played 22 years, 2,200 RBIs. But Ruth, 1,995 RBIs in 17 years. He plays 22 years. He's number one all time in RBIs. I believe that. That's why I've got him number 2. I've got Cobb, number 3, greatest baseball player of all time because of his accomplishments. Where would I put Roger Hornsby as far as greatest baseball player of all time? He had 300 homers, 2,900 hits, 358. I like that. And 3 400 batting seasons. I really like that. But I'll put him in the top 10 somewhere as far as greatest baseball player. But as far as greatest hitter of all time, hitting, batting average, hitting the baseball, just focusing strictly on batting average, I'm going to put Roger Hornsby as number 2 all time. I think I've got Tris Speaker number 3. Again, subject to change. Speaker had a 345 career batting average and 3,500 career hits. All right, we covered 1923 for Rogers Hornsby. Next video, 1924 season. Talk to you later. I'm out.